Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny? What's going on, people? Okay, I try to keep you in the loop of everything as far as what's going on, as far as trending, and basically right about now it is Al Sharpton. Now let me give you a little idea of who Al Sharpton is in case you don't know. Al Sharpton is an American activist. His name is Alfred Charles Sharpton Jr. He's an American citizen right activist. He's a Baptist minister, a television radio talk show host, and a former White House advisor who, according to 60 Minutes, became President Barack Obama go-to black leader. Now, he was born October the 3rd, 1954. He is the age of 62 years old from Brownsville, New York, in New York City. And he is the height of 5'10", and he's married to one by the name of Kathy Gordon. And they got married back in 1980. And he has 2 children and stuff. And I'm gonna share to you what's going on in reference to him as far as trending now. I just want to give you an idea who he is in case you don't know. Okay, June 13th, 2017, which was like last month and stuff, and basically it's trending as of now. Rev Al Sharpton calls for more diversity in the white dominant weed industry. And he quoted, "Just because I don't use marijuana as a minister does not mean I have the right to impose my moral values on others." Now, Rev Al Sharpton says he does not personally consume marijuana, but that's not stopping him from calling for more black representation as far as the white dominant weed industry. Sharpton, a prominent civil rights leader and founder of the National Action Network, will be the keynote speaker back in Cannabis World Congress Business Expo in New York City on Friday. I guess that was back last month and stuff. I didn't hear about this, but it's going as people going crazy after now. The event will mark the first time Sharpton will speak publicly about decriminalizing of marijuana use as call for increase of diversity and better inclusion of people of color within the industry. Just because I don't use marijuana as a minister does not mean that I have the right to impose my moral values on others. Sharpton said in a statement sent to the HuffPost, "However, I will challenge the cannabis industry, its distributors, as far as to say where it is legal to support the civil rights movement and ensure that we do not disproportionately exclude from business opportunities." Now, the event marks the 4th annual year of Cannabis Expo, which is recognized as a leading trade show of conferences as far as legalizing cannabis, medical marijuana industry, hemp industries, and it will include a series of speakers at Expo that will highlight ways to open up, invest in group business and grow businesses as far as focus on around marijuana. However, Sharpton remarks have had a slightly different focus as a leading of the civil right and advocate. Sharpton is expected to denounce the disproportionate numbers of marijuana arrests of black people. While blacks and white people smoke weed at the similar rate, black people are 2 or 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana, depending on where they live. Sharpton also aims to help identity ways as far as people of color can have more involvement as far as the industry where it operates legally, which is growing at a rapid rate as far as expects to surpass 21 billion in 2020. Where it is hard to track down officials' status as far as demographic and the cannabis business owners, BuzzFeed Amanda Chicago Lewis investigates the issue as far as discovering less than 3 dozen of more of 3,600 storefront marijuana dispensaries as far as the country, and black owned only about 1%. Decriminalizing and diversity as far as hot button for the industry where a low percentage of the cannabis businesses owned of people of color, said the Scott Giovanni, a manager of the director of CWCB Expo events, as far as in emails, to have one of the nation's most prominent voices speak as far as the type of CWCB WCBE Expo is a street honor, and that the turning point as far as the industry. We are proud to have Rev Al Sharpton inspired as real action and moving forward. So this is what's trending right up now as far as this thing, as far as him speaking out on this, as far as, the use of marijuana and stuff. And I guess this whole thing would see much more diversity as far as the weed distributors and stuff. And he feels as though basically, I guess he's saying that the black people should be able to get a cut as far as what's going on in reference to this. And I guess as far as the black people being put inside a prison and being locked up for something that is now legal, and due to the fact that we have so many people that are locked up for using marijuana, and now that it's legal, what are we going to do about getting them out? This is what I'm getting from it. But I'd love to hear feedback on this. Maybe you can give me very good ideas what's going on in reference to this. We do know it's a $1 billion business, and it's a $1 billion industry as far as, the distribution and stuff. And do we know that a lot of people that's black has been locked up, and people are doing time as far as being incarcerated. And it depends on what state that they were caught as far as the drugs as being illegal, but now it's legal. What are you going to do about it? And basically, a woman by the name of Michelle Alexander says, here are white men posed to run the big marijuana business, dreaming of cashing in big money businesses, selling weed after 40 years of locking up and impoverishing black kids for selling weed, their families and futures destroyed. Now the white men are planning to get rich doing precisely the same thing. I'm sure this gonna piss someone off, so be it. Real truth. Factionally repost weed, marijuana, prison, legalish. And basically they're upset in reference to the black people being locked up as far as weed selling down. When the black people did it, it was a problem. Now the white people did it, it's a great thing. And as far as being a business and stuff, and it's turned into a $1 billion business and stuff. And they're saying that they want black people to reap the benefits of this stuff as well, because they've been doing it for even longer. And they feel as though if anybody know how to sell it, they do. So they should be cashing it as well, and don't push them out the way. Anyway, that being said, I would love to hear feedback on this, and I'll let y'all love you, and I would thank you for watching. Katsuri.